Lewis Hamilton's radio in Miami didn't just set off alarms, it triggered a full-blown theory spiral in the paddock. And guess what? It wasn't just what he said, it was how he said it. "You guys," 2 words, and according to Martin Brundle, that's code. That's not "we're in this together." That's "you're screwing this up." This is Paddock Insider, and we're about to break down what those messages really meant and why Ferrari should be very, very worried. Hamilton's radio, a masterclass in controlled outrage. So you want me to sit here the whole race? Have a tea break while you're at it? You want me to let Sainz through as well? It wasn't just heat-of-the-moment frustration. This was surgical sarcasm, a public airing of internal chaos. And the F1 world took notice. Sky Sports' Bernie Collins laid out the theories. He feels secure and confident enough to say it. He's frustrated and trying to trigger change. He doesn't care anymore and wants the world to know it. And honestly, it might be all three, because when a 7-time world champion says things like this on an open mic, it's never random. You guys. A small phrase with big implications. Let's talk about those 2 little words that rattled Martin Brundle. You guys. That's not Hamilton being emotional. That's Hamilton being deliberate. You guys. It's not us, it's you. Strategy, engineering, comms, he lumped it all together and he called it out. This is what happens when you strap one of the sharpest minds in motorsport into a team that can't get its messages straight. Hamilton's not used to this kind of chaos. He's used to execution. Now he's behind a Haas, arguing with a pit wall that answers with, "I'll come back to you." And still, he keeps it PG. No shouting, no swearing, just sarcasm so sharp it cuts through carbon fiber. Inside Ferrari's problem, a house divided. Ted Kravitz laid it out. Ferrari's strategy team is siloed. Engineers like Adami have no autonomy. Everything has to go through a chain of command that reacts slower than your grandma's dial-up. If they knew Lewis was going long on hards, why wasn't this planned before the race? Because Ferrari is still operating like a bureaucratic machine, not a race team. And Hamilton? He knows it. He's worked in a system where the race engineer, strategist, and driver operate as one brain. What he's stepped into at Ferrari feels like 3 departments arguing over who brings the coffee. A warning, not a meltdown. Martin Brundle summed it up. He'd have been really frustrated. 23 laps behind Ocon. That's not what Lewis signed up for. No, it's not. But this wasn't Hamilton losing it. This was Hamilton sending a very calculated message. Fix this, or I will make sure everyone sees just how broken it is. And if Ferrari doesn't respond fast, this could become the story of the season. A championship-caliber driver exposing the cracks in F1's most legendary team. Smash that, like if you think Lewis was right to speak his mind. Drop your theories in the comments, confidence, protest, or something deeper. Subscribe to Paddock Insider, because here, we don't just play back the radio, we decode it. No PR, no spin, just the raw signal.